the snakes I'm talking about. So you're going for the Gale, you're going for the what's it called, the
poison thing?
Poison, yeah, the second poison, and then you start to put more points into Venom wards, which does allow you to be very annoying.
I mean, this guy looks dead.
I was gonna say, with the three of them, this should be a pretty solid shot. Getting the first blood. Notice he's not going to expect this. As Nico and Scam turn up to the top lane to help Natsumi chase Noticed out of the lane.
This is really slow, though.
They'll get the job done, so they'll get the first blood. How many creeps did he miss out? Not. It's a couple coming in under the tower, so did miss a bit of the last hits, but first blood's a first blood here for OG.
I don't know if this man fight is going to end well for Skem here. I feel like he might have bitten off more than he can.
It's close. They're popping blood grenades, fairy fires, everything, but indeed Saxa comes out on top and by quite a bit, still at about 150 HP.
Honestly, kind of saved the Sky there, and I mean, you don't want to see that as the Venom. You pick the Zero into Sky. Oh.
They'll get him in return, at least Natsumi. He'll be happy to pick that one up as Saxa Watson a little too low to continue to chase on the front. We'll see Saxa try and hold his ground here, wanting to contest the Lotus. Watson and Malady ready to step up as well, considering coming over with the Nature's Prophet, but OG losing a lot of HP on the two of them. Yopaj will TP over, make sure they get the trade. Now can help turn towards Malady. Malady, he will go down, but Watson, can he clean up a second one out of this? He's trying to chase down Nico up to the high ground. Put the Lotus as well, and the Sprout here to hold Watson back, keep Nico safe, and allow Nico to turn, get another Battle Hunger off. There's a refraction at the ready. Is it going to be enough to protect him from the damage of these Battle Hunger ticks? It's not going to save him. Yopaj, big plays there.
It can become very stagnant for Yandex, I think.
So, Yopaj ready to come in. Beautiful setup there. Sprout into the shackle shot. A very clean combo, and now maybe with the firepower to turn for more. Natsumi's getting burst down low, will end up falling, but of course not before he was able to be involved in taking both members of Yandex down. Sprout out onto Maladic as Yopaj, Scam. They'll make sure they clean up another, so these movements from Yopaj.
Fight this, you know, Yandex or OG can very easily bring 4 or 5 heroes, and this Underlord is going to be out of the game for a long time.
In the river, they're trying to go onto Nico. We're going to have Chira come over as well with that extra bit of burst to get the job done, but backups in as Yopaj TP'd over for this. Watson, he's made the move over though. They have to snowball in over towards the two of them. Malady trying to block off the escape from Yopaj, but another Sprout will finish the job. They still manage to take him down at the end of it all, finally being able to put an end to the reign of Yopaj there. Watson actually being the one to get the last touch upon him, so good bit of gold here found for the carry TA, and a nice little bonus on top of it as well for Watson as the chase continues over towards that mid-tier 1.
Natsumi is thinking, okay, Watson made a nice move, I'm going to try to do the same and run into this rune fight.
So you can come out top here, cheer up. There's both of the Astral Steps used, so no further way to get out of this one. Once again, Sprout into the shackle shot, they're landing it perfectly, OG. They'll be able to take Chira Jr. down. Coming up to 8.5 minutes in, but we've already had both teams' carries turn up for plays around the mid lane. So, rare to see really from one team, rare to see it from both. We'll see an attempt to set up here onto Nico. Catch him with the Remnant pullback. He's going to drag the snowball into the pit. He's still alive, in fact. Nico won't be able to save him though. Chira Jr. jumps in with that Astral Step and gets out with the Dissimilate. Is out of movement abilities for now though, so Natsumi and Tims might be able to cause him some issues. 10 seconds until the Dissimulate's back up, not a chance for escape. Again, Sprout Shackle Shot does the job. Got to be careful though. If Yopaj and Natsumi get this quick combo onto one of them, it'll be pretty nasty. Setups there, have to use the snowball to buy some safety. Still though, Noticed incredibly low. Comes in as well, bringing him down, and Yopaj TP's over, ready to finish off the job. Notice gone. Excellent shackle shot there. Natsumi able to clip Saxa off the back of the creeps. Maybe even find the chance to chase down Maladies on the retreat. It's going to go for the TP out. They've got the two of them ready. This time the combo won't land, but the shackle just interrupting the TP more than enough to allow what looks to be OG claiming another kill. So they're getting up now here to There's point 16-7. Natsumi will slowly but surely.
They want this kill.
Let's see what they can find here. Natsumi would be a big grab to find. Scam, he's going to smoke, and that's going to help him out in the sense that he'll give him the information this is coming. Sure, he'll go down, but more than enough info for Natsumi to stay safe away from this attempt of a move from Yandex. The cause on OG stays safe.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, he's pretty farmed. He's not your average support because he's Venomancer, but still you'd rather him die in the Winter Injure.
Oh, a complete freebie there for Natsumi. Saxa just steps up, gets shackled and focus fired.
Massively owning. When you have Nature's Prophet on your team, you always... Ooh, hello there.
Watson needs help. And they can't, they're going to try and give it to him. And in fact, the disruption comes in clutch from Tims. Will allow Natsumi a little longer to live. Sure, Natsumi still goes down, but they'll get the carry kill in return that they were looking for. At least, obviously, in the state of the game, Yandex.
Trap slow, Underlord Pit, like it's a great Purge game. Really impressive presence of mind.
Trying to get the jump on him, but indeed, there you, as you say it, immediately removing the Vessel from himself with the creep. Now looking to just run back in on them. Natsumi will get quick shackle here over towards Stack, so there'll be some safety here with the snowball. Natsumi's getting burst down low. Mystic Flare comes in, they'll take him out the once, but off to the side. He's not going to be able to get back through the gate in time. The disruption's there, stops the Underlord from escaping. Watson tries to turn him towards Yopaj, but with the blade mail up, cannot continue to be into the Nature's Prophet. Yopaj and Natsumi, they'll chase Saxa out the fight, find a second, getting it through as the last pick. OG might not get that chance again this series because it looks so good here in the hands of Yopaj around the way that OG play the map. Talking about the man, here he is turning up. Going to get involved with another, and another they will find. Malady to fall. Trying to do his best in this game against the Chaos to continue to keep his farm in good position. See top, a bit of a jump onto Nico.
That Purge creep.
Makes it very awkward for them to really start something onto him. And now, I mean, notice he's come through the gate, but I don't know if he wants to be here. There's a lot of them. He is pretty tanky, but not tanky enough to survive this. He's going to try and make his way back out. Have they got some way to stop? And they do. Disruptions back up from Tims. I mean, at the side, Yandex are still trying to get a look in onto this team fight, but Noticed is gone. They'll get the snowball in onto Tims. Forced out to the side. Tims will fall. Chira Jr. jumps in to help finish off the job, but they just get the support. Now, Chira Jr., he'll have Astral Step back up in a second. So should have a chance to escape down to the river, and nothing to grab him, so at least we'll get out of there. It's, you know, it's a trade, but a trade that hasn't ended yet. I mean, Saxa.
Oh.
Actually going to turn him. Malady's in with a punch. Watson is in. He's in as well. This is a big kill to find if they can bring Yopaj down. A lot of money to be got here, and Watson will get it. So finally, Malady is going to find the lead in here with Watson. They get a quick kill. Can they get out? Malady, he will not be able to. Shackle shots there. At the least, though, Watson. I'll see how they can fare here in this team fight. OG's looking for it, and they do get a decent opening at the start. Straight away, getting the catch on Chira Jr. The Void Spirit out. See if they can find anything on top of it. They've got eyes on Malady. See if he's able to make some sort of snowball blink play out of this. It's not looking likely. Straight in under the tower. OG get themselves a second kill. Would be quite the catch. And he might not expect this sort of smoke play. They've got eyes on him. He'll put the blade mount, doesn't matter. Watson's able to just beat through it. Take him down. Can they, in turn, catch Yandex by surprise? Watson.
Oh boy.
He's not ready for this, but there is backup. Now let's use him with a snowball. Easily able to protect him from that initial attempt with the cool setup. Malady, he will die for this one, but again, some excellent saves here on the Tusk. Still, though, the chase continues. And the chase, they will continue very successfully, so even...
This Venomancer is so insanely farmed. He has Vlad's now on top of it. He is the ultimate I help my teammates hero.
They get the setup. Chira Jr. has been found.
Lead here. They have Aegis, they're stronger than us, and you have to wait for those opportunities.
And end up walking into Natsumi, but there is backup for Watson. Malady straight in with the punch on towards him. Natsumi, he might just go down the runs, but he's got the backup from Yopaj. TP's in. See if they can get the kills out of this one. Watson trying to run, but Skem is in with the slow. Watson will fall. OG, they're getting the cleanup on this one big time, sprouting onto Malady. I mean, they were very ready for that. It almost looked like maybe Yandex were considering that OG with plentiful time to take this top set of barracks away. And again, Nico looking for another grab. Does get the call on towards Saxa. Saxa, he's got the shields to protect him for now. Malady has gone in aggressive. He'll die for that one. He's not getting back out. Both supports full.
They gave these two pickoffs, and they've just been bleeding non-stop ever since. Somebody called a blood bank because Yandex wants to donate.
Oh, again, Nico It's a call, it's a big one as well. He gets the catch on Watson. Malady has to come in with a snowball to try and give him a chance, but of course it's going to take him very deep. He'll back off with the Hurricane Pike pushback. Big damage burst coming in and hit for this stuff for Chira Jr. as he's in with the combo. Takes out Nico and Tim's. Natsumi's falling low, but he's got no team left around him. As Yandex pulled together the defense, everything hits. As I think, you know, Yandex, this is how it looked in the plan when it came to the draft, right? They're like,
but they're actually looking to go right now without their Underlords.
All right, I mean, he does have the buyback available, but yeah, ult in 10 seconds if he wants to make a buyback play. Bottom, they get the jump burst on towards him, but at the time being prepared with a snowball, actually allowing Natsumi to get back up to the high ground, turn with the shackle on Chira Jr., kill the Void Spirit off. But the disruption now, setting up on a Watson. Yopaj TP's an aggressive. Nico's got the control with the call, but Malady with a snowball, buying Watson a bit of safety. Not enough though, Watson dropping low. He's gone. OG back to cleaning up the team fights. Saxa, he'll also fall. An effective team wipe there, as the Underlord, of course, still stays dead from earlier.
I chose in the net worth. Been a part of 30 kills, but also is almost more farmed than Void Spirit.
Yopaj. He's ready to interrupt that. Little bit of an attempt from Yandex to try and go for the Roshan. Does not work out as OG able to turn up and push them away. Off to hit the side to jump in. Here from Nico, looking to watch Chira Jr. Chira Jr. Watson, they're going to try and turn on Watson, but Nico's got backup coming in. Notice he'll get the pit down on both of them, but Nico's able to still step out away from the Mystic Flare. Pretty much staying at full HP in the majority of OG. Only Nico's starting to fall low a little bit, but he's still ready to keep running at them. Jump in with the Dissimulate? No, it's going to be a jump out. Doesn't want to commit for the kill. Chira Jr. has to back off. Watson also having a BKB just to escape OG.
That's what happens when you just throw money at the opponent, right? No matter how well Yandex fights, they are 26k down and you can feel it.
See here, Yopaj. He's got eyes on Watson, and Watson will get out with the blink. Good dodge of the call, but it probably isn't going to matter. No further way to Watson to get out of that one. Sure that this game one gets as painful as possible for Yandex. The setup. Protection with the Crimson coming out. Malady running out of ways to get out of this one. Snowball's going to be there, but the power shot ready and waiting as he comes out. OG on to that third and final set here on the bottom lane.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you stalled if you have the TA buyback, but you need to start the fight first. They're smoked up. They're going to try and to fight with the TA buy, but this Wind Ranger has Aegis.
Oh, Nico's in. It's going to get the call. He's on to Notice. He's going to try and throw down everything on towards him, dragging him in as well. That will now cause the buyback to come out from Watson. Can he get in position to do damage? He's going to look over towards Nico, but Nico's able to slide out of the base. He's fine. Nico can back up and reset. Notice the one taking the bigger hits right now. He's going to just try and TP out of this one, but Nico's back in with a call. Puts a stop to that. As that's the Underlord dead. He'll buy back. Comes in with the ult. Malady, he'll opt to kick Nico out of this one. But now Watson, he has to BKB and back off again, nearly dying there to the right click to Natsumi. Natsumi tries to slide in to finish off the job. They've killed Malady off a second time. They've cleaned up the second support here. Sax has gone. Notice to fall. That's a die back on him. Only Chira Jr. and Watson left alive. As these two will not be able to hold back the 5-man still surviving on OG as the final racks are taken. OG onto the tier 4s and the game has been called. GG, well played, as OG looking pretty fantastic here in this game one against recent Grand Slam finalists.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a masterclass in aggressive play from them.
What's going to happen in this game two, though, is an undying 24th pick by OG.
Yopaj is straight up outplaying him, honestly. He's actually outclassing him because this should be going worse than this already.
Yeah. No, this is these solid stuff given the circumstances from Yopaj, and even able to get that spear angle, so a few extra tower hits coming in onto Chira Jr. Top lane, Malady, he's going to be taken out. First blood for Nico.
Their 5-player was a core. I think maybe has a little more of the individual skill or more use using items.
Top lane, Nico will go down, but the Tombstone's doing work, so Tim's might just be able to clean up some action with these zombies building up on both of them. Malady's gone, and indeed, Nico gets the cleanup from the grave there with the grave. Bottom, Natsumi will die. So Yandex able to make sure that they...
And I didn't... Ooh, they're going.
Get the jump in. Tim's, he will fall. Watson, can he get back out of this though? Should be okay by the looks of it. No further grab course, between the two of them right now, the Undying and the Kotl. So, see down bottom, they do get the catch onto Natsumi. Quick glimpse from Malady. TPs are coming in, doesn't matter, they can't save him.
Actually, looks like may hold the wave.
See in the mid. Tower's taken. Yopaj off the mark with the spear, won't be able to get the setup, and even if he did, might have been tough to find the burst to kill that DK. Up on the top, Nico. Left alone after the support swang over towards the mid lane to try and help out. Saxa and Watson should be able to find him. A little bit of a heal comes in with the soul rip, but another jump in from Watson allows Yandex to get the kill.
Backliney, very follow-up supports. Neither one of them is starting that much. So it's super important that Yopaj is in any fight. He's the only catch they have. It's the solo kill.
I mean, this could be when it gets starts getting rough for the offlane Undying, right? It's one of... We'll see that same time down bottom, talking about the offlane. Look at what's noticed. He'll be able to turn and get the Doom down. And that's going to force OG to have to start backing away. Malady not going to be able to get any sort of setup with a glimpse.
Mid Void Spirit in the last game. This hero needs to get kills. He needs to fight. He does not want to be chilling and farming.
Nice little cookie setup. Allows him to close the gap to get the arena out onto the both of them. Kisses to follow up. Noticed and Malady taken down. Very nice moves there from the three of them. And Chiro Jr. and Saxa out on the aggressive. Getting on towards Scam. Easy opening there with the blink stun. TP's now starting to come in. Chiro Jr. maybe considering if he could go for more, but is under the tier 2. He's got numbers though. Malady, Noticed, and Saxa all here ready to fight. OG though, they've also got backups. Static's was going to get laid down, but not before the arena came out. So Yopaj was able to get the setup, allowing for that opening onto Chiro Jr. It was a decent attempt there from the Disruptor to get that Static Storm down, but the arena was just out that little bit too quickly. He's tempted to go for this solo play. And he goes, and with the ult, should be able to slowly but surely bring Nico down. TP backups coming in. It won't be in time to save him. Maybe they can do something in return. Probably not. Noticed the Malady. They're shutting off Tims from getting anywhere close to the action. Drag back with the glimpse. Watson's able to swing over and pick up that kill as well. Double kill for Watson. As they're getting these openings in the top, and it does continue to be situations where Nico, there's sort of punishment that's happening for the Undying. It's tough each and every time. As soon as he's out, they're right on top of him.
When you give away the Marcy hero that everyone else bans, you have to have an idea for it. This was their idea, and it hasn't looked amazing so far.
Down bottom, it's an easy catch there with the bushwhack. That's Natsumi gone.
Yeah, they need to find something, and they're going to try.
See what they can do mid. Decent damage, of course, coming in with the kisses. He's going to try for the TP out. I tell you what, he gets away. TP's out of there. Watson now turning up. Malady will get the Static Storm down onto them. Watson will back off for now. He's a little concerned about getting right in on the action, but now seeing if he can maybe get back in on a second attempt. They get the glimpse back onto Nico. Still pretty beefy, of course, on the Undying with large amounts of HP. Yopaj will get the spear pushed back onto Noticed. Noticed. Trying to run. OG, can they kill off the Doom? They can with the Shackle, but Watson jumps back in onto the two of them. Decay coming in onto both. Watson and Chiro, they're in trouble. The spear's there. Watson's gone. Chiro to fall. All three of Yandex's cores getting cleaned up there in the mid.
They're going to do 0 damage against this Crimson Soul. They need to kite the fight and play in a very specific way.
A bit of a scary spot here. They'll find him. As Tims will not get a chance of getting out of this one, and Noticed easily able to head up and get the Doom down onto Yopaj.
That's not good.
Now, likely be able to find more. Glimpse back onto Nico. Yandex getting that opportunity to catch OG a little split up, which is rare considering the way we've seen OG playing with the aggression that time round. Yandex, they're also smoked and ready.
Oh boy.
Instant Static Storm comes into play. They'll quickly time the Shackle and the Focus Fire to get that kill in return, but Yopaj, he's going to die for that. And now on the retreat, OG backing off. Nico's maybe considering if they can actually keep this fight going. OG jumps in with the Tombstone, looking for Watson, but Watson's quickly able to take the Tombstone down, of course, and now he's got his hands in on towards Natsumi. They've got the stun control, not enough to kill him. Natsumi's going to get healed back up, and Watson's BKB's about to come to an end. The Shackle shot into the cookies there, locking him down, ticking down low.
Yona proc?
That final proc did indeed bring him down insanely low.
For them. So they're playing it safe, right? It's kind of the opposite of how we saw OG play.
It's going to walk into a bit of a surprise here. Oh, OG not able to back him up in time. That's Nico gone. A look for the spear on towards Watson, but the BKB's out immediately. Turns his attention straight over towards Natsumi. They've got the Doom down on towards him as well. Natsumi's gone. Double kill for Watson. Notice he's ready to try and chase out for more. Bushwhacked there from Saxo to follow things up as they burst Tim's down low, try and cookie away, but the Infernal Blade comes in. Tim's going to get back to the safety of his base in time. He cannot. Notice able to reach in and take him down with that final blow. They'll get the 3 of them.
They're ready to pick them off.
Chiro Jr. Looking to get straight in on this. They've got the Yule set up. Natsumi caught by the Bushwhack, the Nullify, the Sharp Shot as well. Dragon Tail to follow up. There's no way to save him. The carry gone, and at the same time, Watson's hot on the chase of Nico. He's trying to juke around the trees, but Watson, he's found him. And Nico, no way out of this one. It's starting to get pretty ugly here for OG. I mean, they're looking at him, but as you say, it's not got to feel good to make this move. And in fact, Chiro Jr., he's going to make the move onto them. Jumps into the trees, finds Nico. OG, they're waiting to see if they get more information from behind the Dragon Knight, but he doesn't need the backup. You know, Chiro Jr. is just kind of chilling, doing this on his own, and now there's the jump. They'll look for Watson, but the BKB's out immediately. He looks to run down Yopaj. Natsumi can't stand his ground here with a focus fire, has to back away, but the chase is there. They move in, drop the Doom down. Yopaj, he'll drop the arena, but he can't hold them back. Triple kill for Chiro Jr. Noticed in on top of Tims. Nico in trouble once more as Watson jumps back in on top of him. Nico's gone. Ultra kill for Chiro Jr. See if they can get him the rampage. They're trying to.
Give him the rampage.
Controlling Tims.
Where is he?
He's
So
not
he doesn't even want it.
What? He said he didn't want it. He was too good for the rampage. He's like, I don't want to come over. I want the tombstone instead. It was close.
If Yandex has
been able to punish that,
you can get kills.
Oh, Yandex, they're going to find quite the grab here into the base. Natsumi getting cleaned up instantly. Rax falling low. The backdoor protection actually kicks back in, but they've got a creep wave coming in on the bottom lane, so quickly take it back out. They get a decent spear set up into the cookie and the blast. It's enough to kill Chiro Jr. Massive kill on the defense. It doesn't matter. They're 30k down.
So they will need to fight first from Yandex. There's no roshing.
Let's have a look. This is spooky for OG. If they get caught here, the game could be over. Watson, he's in on an eco. Straight away, drags him back. Glimmercape will come out. They're dropping a lot on towards the Undying, and it will succeed in taking him out. He has got buyback available. So a fair bit used there. I mean, OG want to try and punish this. Yopaj, look at the angle, but he's not able to get the spear. He'll get the BKB off. Arena's down to the 2 of them. Shackle shot will catch on towards the 2 calls, but the BKB was also there in time for Chiro Jr. They can't focus it onto Notice. Now with BKB running out for Natsumi, he's got to be careful. He's still trying to poke back in. Another shackle shot onto the 2 cores. Nico, of course, buying back for the action, but he's held back by the Yules. He's going to try and keep the chase going. Spear connects in on towards Chiro Jr. He's very low on the Dragon Knight, but it's a bit too far into Yandex's half of the map for OG to continue to chase. A glimpse onto Nico. Bushwhack will connect. Watson thinking about getting back in, but still very much respecting the potential from OG. Notice Shiva's guards up. Connection in onto Nico. Nico trying to heal up with the Soul Rip. Tombstone will come to an end. Another attempt for a jump forward from Yopaj. He's going to get doomed. Chiro Jr. finds the follow Dragon Tail. They get the glimpse back as well, and Watson, he's in straight on top of Natsumi. That's the Wind Ranger gone, Undying to fall. They've taken the game very nicely there around that last fight. You know, you could see the respect from Yandex. They were being so careful about how they closed up their fight because they knew if they could, the game was going to come to an end. And they do it here, Yandex, pushing it to a game 3.
Gyro bound.
And you're a carry into a...
It's Doom carry.
It's carry Doom.
Oh. Okay.
Axis wave cutting anyway, and pressuring Doom is pretty difficult, so first one's to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, Tim's, of course, not able to make the move with any sort of surprise potential. We'll see over in the mid. Bushwhack's going to set up here for Chiro Jr. to get the epicenter off, run down Yopaj, get that first blood. Same time, OG will make the move down bottom. But of course, Yandex just a little bit quicker to make the play mid. Tim's in position to maybe threaten the 7-minute wisdom, but backups coming in. Chiro Jr. on the way over with the Invis rune. He's in with the Burrow Strike over towards Tims. Saxa falling low. Tims be able to put the Lotus And he's going to survive. Same time, Nico, of course, getting chased on the other side of the map by Watson and Malady. But try and head into the neutral camp. Natsumi tries to get back over towards the Wisdom, but the burrow strikes there into the bushwhack. Yandex, they'll be able to maintain this area, keep that Wisdom safe for themselves, and at the same time, find that chance to chase down the Axe and get the kill top. Watson is going to step in and drop down the Doom. Tims will be able to hold back Watson for now. But Axe looking to be in a whole world of pain again. Team come out with some good jukes here. Saxon's going to try for the chase to ensure that Nico does not manage to escape. Acorn short into the bushwhack there just in time to stop the TP. They'll get the kill. But of course, at the same time, Natsumi able to find a chance to run down Notice. So getting the trade here, OG. Of course, finishing off the job in the mid lane. Yopaj taking that tower.
Really strange game. Yandex, their heroes are... They're honestly so weak right now. This Doom is not super interested in joining the game for quite some time. Mars is about as weak as can be, and Sanking, sure, he's got his Blink, he has his Epicenter up, but are you really going to be able to kill the OG cores if they're not out of position someplace? Axe has Blade Mail and a Cloak. There's a Mage Slayer on the DK.
Tims. Oh, it's going to be off the mark, but it doesn't matter. Still able to get in with the Dragon Tail connection. Nowhere for Saxa to run. Can they take some of these stacks here with the Dragon Fall?
Without a contest, absolutely. We'll see if Yandex wants to TP more heroes, but Sanking is not enough. Mars is looking over. He does have Arena.
Looks like OG might feel that they don't want to try and push it. They might not get the chance, though, because the catch is already there. They jump in with the Burrow Strike. Notice will get the Arena locked down on towards Yopaj. Yopaj, backups coming in the form of Natsumi, but they cannot get Yopaj out of here. Yandex will be able to punish Yopaj there for sticking around a little too long.
Yeah, that's honestly a bit of silly greed. You know the Mars has got Arena. You know you can get Blink stunned. That's what happens. So yeah, we'll see if Yandex can actually reach those timings and take a fight before the pipe comes out, because once that pipe is there, you're playing against the pipe, against a Mage Slayer. Will they have the damage? It's somewhat unclear. Depends how things break out a little bit, but it's not super cut and dry for Yandex.
Saxy's got eyes on Scam here. Scam looking pretty dead. Not a lot to be done. Caught out at the side. Oh, he's making them work for it, Scam.
Is he going to take it?
Hand of God as well. You know, he's making them really go for it. At the same time, they're going to get the catch on a Notice. So, you know what? Scam will say space created, because the trade, it's a good one for OG. They get the core on the other side.
Yeah, you'll take that any day of the week. Notice continues to have his day ruined and his Blink delayed. No shortage of... A very different showing than what we saw from the prior two games, where it was sort of go, go, go from both teams. In the first game, OG, the second, Yandex. In this one, due to lineups, and maybe also a little bit of the Game 3 pressure, right? I think oftentimes there is a difference in the way Game 1 and 2 are played to the way Game 3 is played, and similarly in a best of 5, right? That fifth game will oftentimes be a little more tentative, a little more scared, especially when the teams are even, which I think these two teams definitely are.
Tims. If we can get the grab onto Malady, and easily with the Dragon Tail coming in, but the Arena and Spit does come out in response from Notice, trying to help fight back against them. Buys time for Watson to get in on this, but Malady's already gone. Watson turns, drops the Doom down onto Nico. Bushwhack as well to hold Nico close to the action, but Nico's still able to run. Sharpshooter hits. It's still not enough damage to kill him. Nico should be fine, and Yopaj, he jumps in looking for more as they killed off Chira Jr. They're going to get the grab on a Notice as well and kill him off on top of it. And indeed, Nico, amongst all of that, survives. I mean, Yandex, they signed themselves up for that fight, Quinn.
The entire game, even though Yandex has been getting kills here and there were some pickoffs, Yopaj dies earlier in the game, but it hasn't felt like they've really had much momentum.
Tims keeping the action going, spots the freebie in the mid. Saxa, they sort of questioned whether they could go for the play.
Yeah, it surprises me a little bit. I'm surprised they didn't even try and like force TPs, you know, stun him with the Mars and hold the Sanking stun to stun out, but they decided it's too scary. Pretty surprising.
Oh. And the micro there from Scam just in time. Comes in with the stun. Free dunk there for Nico. And same time in the mid, Natsumi's just found Chira Jr. Chira Jr.'s got to run. Focus fires in on towards him. The burrow strike's already been used. There's no further way to get away from this. Yandex starting to look a bit lost at this point in the game.
This almost feels like they need to get, like they feel they need to do something compared to this being a good calculated move.
I mean, do these two heroes succeed with this? This seems... I mean, what sort of situation they're trying to find it?
I mean, I don't think they're going to 2v5 them. Maybe I greatly underestimate Doom's strength, but I don't think so. No BKB on him.
I mean, Watson wants to go in for this. He's walking forward. He's just going to get stunned straight away by Yopaj. Hookshot comes in from Tim's. Cogs are down.
What?
Sun. He's dead. I mean, we said they look lost. They look more lost than looking lost. I don't know. What's going on, Quinn?
that was so weird. They have no interest in fighting until they get to at least the BKB on Doom, but they probably want 2 more after that.
Look at this again, Tim's. He's just everywhere with Yopaj. This time round, Notice is not going to be able to walk away.
The tumbler's toy to the other side. This guy is in zone. OG is not a team that you want to fall behind against. We've seen it time and time again. When this team is in a position of strength, of power, they're honestly really good at building leads, at picking you off and not letting you sneak down these side lanes. One of the better teams, I think, of sort of the mid-range teams, maybe even the best of the mid-range teams at closing out the map and actually building that gold lead.
And it just keeps going. Nico gets the jump. I think Yandex, it's... I mean, what do you think is going on the comms right now in Yandex? Is it sort of silence, or is it...
I think it might be quiet.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm not sure there's much to say, you know? This is one of those moments where someone has to step up. Playing in hard circumstances, this is not going to be the last time that they play a hard game, and so picking yourself up and actually giving it a fair try and not just completely crumbling is very valuable.
Thames. Find him here out at the side, but he gets the chance to get the cogs and the hook shot off. Watson will drop the Doom down, and Nico's in with a call onto the 2 of them as Chira Jr. dead. He's going to go for the BKB TP out Watson and will make it away at least, so that this time will survive, but it's still, of course, not a trade that Yandex will be happy to take.
No, definitely not. Also, the Doom BKB used and the Doom.
Bottom.
Now they're on noticed again.
We have the spear pushed back onto Nico.
Luckily, the spear lasted. Almost need to get this Doom on the Wind Ranger, but she does have BKB, so she can potentially just BKB and run, reset the Doom. They're wrapping around, though.
Yandex, what can they find? To look for the jump, and they get the arena down onto the 2 of them, but Nico's able to turn quickly with a call on towards Notice. BKB from Watson, he's going to look to get him with the Doom onto Natsumi. Natsumi trying to keep his distance, but Watson is closing in on towards him. Natsumi, can he play his way out of this? Another call from Nico to control the Doom. Natsumi falling low, but Watson's going to go down first, and Natsumi, can they actually keep him alive? They can't. Notice gets him with the God's Rebuke. They're able to kill off the Wind Ranger, but it's going to cost them so much. Call on to Notice. This is going to be OG finding themselves all 5 kills. Yandex just cost them so much to just kill off the one hero.
Yeah, it's just hard. They have, I mean, the Sand King blinked in.
Watson. They're going to be able to find him. Yopaj in with the stun. They get the call. He did get the BKB off, but it shouldn't matter as they could just chase him down, get him with the dunk.
And even if Yandex gets a perfect fight, perfect initiation, you look at these heroes, Pipe, Vlad's, Glimmer, Solar, it's just the whole fleet of defensive items between Nico and Skem. They've really been itemizing great, I think, this series, and in general, they really prioritize these tanky items on the 5 and offlaner. Skem finds a way. Somehow, he's almost higher net worth than Doom.
Oh, look at that. The setup once again coming over on Tim's. The arena will come out in return, but Natsumi immediately pots the BKB, focuses down Malady, both supports dead on Yandex, and Chira Jr. having to put the BKB to just try and scramble back towards the fountain. Notice dying underneath the tier 4s. He'll put the BKB, but it will not save him. As OG, they're ready to close this game and this series up. As the pressure coming in now onto the tier 4s. They've got buybacks available on Yandex. We'll see if they give it one more shot. As the buybacks in from Notice. The tier 4s falling rapidly. As OG now onto the Ancient. Yandex, have they got anything more to throw out? They're going to try, but Natsumi's away. Watson can't even find the Doom opportunity on towards Natsumi. Watson trying to get in. He'll get the Doom off, but he is dead himself. This game, this series is over. OG to take it today 2-1 against Yandex. And in these 2 wins that they got against them, It didn't really even look close. This game 3 in particular, it almost felt like OG just broke them.
Yeah.